Looking for something new for your Halloween table this year? Then look no farther. Today's tutorial will teach you how to create 3 of these iconic dark circus inspired Gothic Halloween pumpkins. I truly hope you enjoy the tutorial. In this video we'll be making some wickedly cool pumpkins, and I'm going to be showing what I have here as display material. The first thing is I have 3 styrofoam pumpkins. You can get these at any craft stores. You can look at Michael's Crafts or even find them online at Amazon. And I have actually painted one already black because that's going to be the basis for all of our wickedly cool pumpkins. I am using an acrylic alpha black number 999, and I'll be using a titanium white 901. Any other colors that I use in this video I'll be posting. Over here to my left I have an assortment of different shapes of diamonds, and I have these awesome half pearls which I've been waiting to use for my projects. Now you will also need a soft acrylic brush and some air dried clay. The brand I'm using is called Amos, and to paint these correctly you will be needing 3 pins. I put them like this in a triangle formation. Once you start painting this little guy, you prop it up like this, and voila, easy to dry. So let me now paint the other 2 pumpkins black, and let's start creating. I'm starting off here by applying a big glop of the acrylic 999 black on here, and very easily dragging that paint down. Now remember, with styrofoam, the little styrofoam divots and stuff that are in there will come through. If you wanted to mask that up, you would have to use 2 or 3 coats of this acrylic black. But luckily, we've got our little tripod on the bottom here, so this is going to be very easy to do half and half. So what I will do is I will paint the top half of our pumpkin. I will let this dry. You see it's all pooled up here, so it becomes like a little well for me to just gather it up. And after I get the first top half done, let this sit and dry, and then I'll turn it over, reverse the pins on the top, and do the other half. So let me finish that now, and I'll show you what this looks like. Once you get all of your pumpkins awesomely painted up like this, we are going to create a stem, and I'm just using a little piece of wire here, and I'm going to just twist it. This is nothing more than floral foam, nothing special about this. You can see how soft it is, and I'm just going to shape it like this and drive it right into our pumpkin head. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap this up with some masking tape. Different types of masking tape you can use, but we want to use just the soft, cheap stuff from the dollar store. And what we're doing right now is we're going to create some volume and some body in there. So when we use our clay, we're just coating the outside of the stem, because we don't want to pile up too much clay, because I'll tell you what will happen. Air clay cracks if it's too thick. Now, if you've seen my other tutorials on making things like antlers, you'll know that the masking tape and wire technique that I'm showing you right now is the best. Okay, so now once you get some body put on there, you can actually shape it like we want it. Like that would be cool. Okay, it sits very nicely there. We're going to use our air clay, and we're going to start coating it with the air clay, and we're also going to use the twist technique. We're going to coat, right, just like I did in my other tutorials. You're just going to coat just by twisting it around. The air clay will form right around the shape.
shadow my pumpkin. Right? So look at that. Wow. Okay, that looks a lot better. So let's now shape this. We want the flat edge where we had cut it, and using some of our sculpting tools. I wonder where my sculpting tool is here. Oh, here's one right here. We're just going to start creating. Look at this. So easy. Lines in that clay. I don't know if my voice is coming across as ASMR right now, but it's such an easy and relaxing thing to make these lines. And they look so real. That's probably one of the coolest and realistic pumpkin stems. Ever. Check that out. Okay, and we'll just mold it a little bit here. Once we make that, we're going to let that dry. Did you get a pumpkin stem done? Did you like it? Just the way you like it? Now do your other pumpkins and do them comparatively the same way. Cool, huh? 24 hours and our stems are dried. Now I came up with a sketch of what I wanted to do and how I want them displayed. We're going to make one into a studded pumpkin, and I'll show you the studs in a moment here. The second one we're going to do is a black glitter pumpkin, how gothic. And the third one, I wanted to use something like a dark circus harlequin pattern. So based on that, let's start decorating our pumpkins. Next part of our video here, I'm using these sticker studs. They pop off very nicely. I got these at a dollar store, and I'll be using a premium shield acrylic 600 white. And for those who are down with this, I'm using a holographic white glitter and an assortment of black glitters, and this one is very rare to find. It was called Stampin' Stuff. I think I got this back in the 90s, but it is also a holographic black. If you cannot find this, it is very easy to make. You just use different types of glitters that you like in micro form and mix them together with about 90% or more black. And you will also need today a type of glue to assemble your glitters on there. For that, let's start working on the studded pumpkin right now. Compared to Halloween as much as I am, you know exactly what I'm doing here. Today I'm going to be taking our white 600 straight out of the tube, and I'm going to be applying it down one of the columns right like this, and I want to stripe, circus stripe. I want to circus stripe the pumpkin all the way around. I'm going to be creating stripes down the groove, where the groove is that separates the sides over here where it rounds out. And we want to circus stripe this all the way around, circus tent stripe I should say, and see what this looks like. So let me finish that and I'll show you. Now, awesome, look at that cool stripes on there. Tim Burton would even approve. All right, check this out. I'm using the button studs over here, and I'm using an acrylic 999 black, and I'm just painting these with the acrylic paint. You may need one or two coats. You can run them under a hot hair dryer, and then you can just apply them onto the, check out the black, you can apply them on the white stripes, and let's see what these are going to look like when it's finished. We've got now one of these little guys painted up quite nice, and anything that you miss you can just paint over. So we've got all of our little studs on there. So let's move on to the second one. Again, using our titanium white, we're using a 600 here. I'm going to be dipping back in, and I'm going to be putting more stripes down this pumpkin first. And once I finish this, I'll show you what it looks like. And then we're going to apply our sparkles on it. You get your second pumpkin all painted up and dried. We're going to start now going into our holographic glitter. We're going to be using our glue. We're going to be painting this down. Now, a little bit about using glue and brushes. I would highly recommend washing your brush out in lukewarm to medium warm water after you use it, because you will wake up in the morning and discover that that brush is completely solid from the glue. So it is very important for you to wash your brushes extremely well after using glue. Fair warning. Or you can actually just apply it on there. However, let's do it today with a brush, and we'll see what this looks like when it's finished. What I have out here is a large stainless steel bowl and my pen glue, and I am working with a soft brush, and I am applying the glue onto the white here, just like this, very nicely. Applying it just on there, and spraying on or powder puffing out the right amount of collagen white. Makes it look great. I had finished the holographic glitter on the white areas, so let's now do the black the same way. On now is the third pumpkin, and we'll be working on the Harlequin pattern, and that looks like this with the diamonds. So we want to go back into our white and create the diamonds we need. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing up from a 600 to a 901 titanium white for a little bit more luster. So let's now put this in a tray and paint those diamonds in. Proudly get to show off where we are now, and I'm not going to lie, the Harlequin one took the most time and was the most difficult challenge I have ever done. That took a lot of energy to make sure those diamonds were like that. The striped ones with the little studs over here, totally cool, and we just finished the sparkles on it, but we're not done yet. Here at Historical Creations, we always go the extra mile. What about those stems? Now, if you like the blue stems, hey, they're done, but we're not done. We are going to make up a very, very special mixture of dark green and black, how gothic, and we are going to spice that up. Ready? Let's go. Today's awesome mixture is a sap green 12, which is an acrylic, and also an alpha black 999, and we are going to just take our green and we're going to fold in the black just a bit. We really want to darken this down. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark because it almost looks, we just want to make sure that since we're using one of the darkest greens we can find, which is a sap to begin with, we just want to be on that edge of, yeah, there it is. Wow, it is a green stem. That is a very heavy color to create, and we are going to paint our stems with this very gothic color. So let me paint up our pumpkin stems here, and I'll show you what they look like when we're finished.